He sat back down at the computer, putting his food aside, and let out a long sigh. Pirates eat ninjas. Back. Sylvestra. Yay! Pirates eat ninjas. Did you miss me? Sylvestra. Of course I did, silly boy. He smiled. His guilt took a back seat to pleasure, temporary and all-consuming. Given the chance, this was the type of thing that could grow into obsession. The type of thing that caused mothers to rightfully fear for their children. The more the obsession and loneliness took control, the easier it would become to bench the guilt. Monsters are not born overnight. And Anton was no monster, but fed long enough, and Adam could be. Pirates eat ninjas. Anything interesting happen while I was gone? Sylvestra. No, not really. My brother's friends are here, and they're being annoying. After a moment, she added. Plus it's cold. Brrr. Wish you were here to warm me up. Pirates eat ninjas. I wish I was too. Sylvestra. I love you, Adam. Pirates eat ninjas. I love you too. Neither of them really knew what love was, of course, but Anton could teach a course in self-delusion. Another name popped up on his instant messenger, this time on his other buddy list. Vehicle of Destruction. It was Rob, a kid he worked with, 10 years his junior, and a little full of himself. But Anton liked Rob. He was one of the few people at work that he had any common ground with. The two of them played some of the same computer games, and they had similar taste in music. But most of Rob's time was concerned with his next sexual conquest. This was something that obviously Anton and Rob didn't have in common. Still, they got along well enough. Most of the other people Anton worked with were a bit off. Vehicle of Destruction. Hey, fucker. Rob could be crass sometimes, but he meant well. Anton Taylor, 087. Hey, Rob, what are you up to? Vehicle of Destruction. Not much. I've got a couple of hours to murder. You want to play a game or something? Anton Taylor, 087. Not right now. I'm talking to my girlfriend. Vehicle of Destruction. Oh yeah? Tell him I said hi. Anton Taylor, 087. Yeah, okay, man, I'll tell her. Vehicle of Destruction. Yeah, you know you're into the man meat. You have dreams about me every night. Anton Taylor, 087. You're right, I do. They're called nightmares. I wake up in a cold sweat. Vehicle of Destruction. You're funny, man. Funny like cancer. Anton had told Rob his father had died of cancer. He'd probably forgotten. Not a big deal. That was just the way Rob was. He left it alone. There wasn't much point in calling him out on it anyway. Vehicle of Destruction. Hey, guess who I ran into at the bar last night? Anton Taylor, 087. Who? Vehicle of Destruction. Steve. Anton Taylor, 087. Oh yeah? Vehicle of Destruction. The guy was fucking messed up. Anton Taylor, 087. When isn't he messed up? Vehicle of Destruction. Good point. Hey, speaking of work, who's going to that Kettle Creek thing next week? You know, at the new high school? Anton Taylor, 087. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not exactly sure. I talked to Mr. Shaker about it a couple of days ago, and I'm guessing you and I are probably in. And that girl Annie, since she's been involved in the project since the beginning. Vehicle of Destruction. Actually, as far as Annie goes, I heard she's on Shaker's shit list. Anton Taylor, 087. For what? Vehicle of Destruction. No clue. Anton Taylor, 087. You think Shaker will bring Steve? Vehicle of Destruction. I don't see why not. I mean, the guy fucks up his personal life pretty good, but he does good work. I mean, he's been with the company for what? 30 years? Anton Taylor, 087. Something like that. Vehicle of Destruction. I think he's definitely going to send me, but I don't really want to go. There's supposed to be a snowstorm in the next couple of days, and I don't really feel like having to drive in that. Anton Taylor, 087. Oh, I definitely want to go. I can't remember the last time I was in Kettle Creek. Vehicle of Destruction. So, what's so big about Kettle Creek? It's a ghost town. Anton Taylor, 087. Not for long. They rebuilt the high school because they're refurbishing the whole town. Plus there's the curse. Vehicle of destruction. Yeah, what's that all about? Anton Taylor 087. You never heard of the curse of Kettle Creek? Vehicle of destruction. No, I have. I just don't know much about it. Anton Taylor 087. Well, the high school that we're going to inspect is actually part of it. Vehicle of destruction. Yeah, a couple of people died or something. Anton Taylor 087. A couple? No, 50. Most of them kids. Vehicle of destruction. Jesus. Anton Taylor 087. Yeah, it started with some kind of accident in some tunnels they were digging for an underground transit system. Vehicle of destruction. Like a subway? Anton Taylor 087. Yeah, they were installing a subway system. Anyway, there was some kind of accident. No one knows exactly what happened, but I have pictures if you want to see. Vehicle of destruction. You've got pictures? Anton Taylor 087. Yeah, definitely. Vehicle of destruction. What are they pictures of? Anton Taylor 087. The bodies. I had to do some snooping around to get a hold of them on the internet. They're not easy to find, but there are websites that actually post famous crime scene photos. I don't even think it's legal. I'll send them to you. A ping alerted him to a message from his other buddy list. Sylvestra. You there, babe? You're being quiet. Pirates eat ninjas. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just talking to a friend. Sylvestra. Well, don't forget about me, cutie. Anton twisted some noodles onto his fork and slurped them into his mouth. He opened the file that contained the pictures from the Kettle Creek accident. Rachel could wait. He wanted to hear Rob's reaction to the photos. A dialog box to verify a file transfer popped up on Rob's screen. He clicked yes, and 2 files downloaded onto his computer. He grinned, wondering what they were, but he wasn't prepared for what he saw when he opened them. The first was a man, slumped against the wall of a tunnel where he had died, or at least what was left of him. He appeared to have been torn completely in half at the waist. The picture was in black and white, so it was hard to make out everything for certain, but it looked like his entrails and other viscera had just spilled out in front of him into a pile. The jagged tear at his waist didn't stop there. It ran all the way up, ending at his sternum like a botched autopsy. It looked fake, like a Halloween gag, but the man's face was real. Frighteningly so. He didn't look like he was in pain or terror. He was just sitting there. He could have been watching television. He clicked open the second file. It was even worse than the first. The body was literally torn apart. It looked like claw marks. His clothes hung in ribbons around his torso, and long ropes of a wet, glistening substance that must have been muscle hung from the opening. But that wasn't the worst of it. His lower jaw, the mandible, had been torn completely free from his face, and his tongue hung from his open throat limply against his neck. The images didn't amuse Rob like he thought they would. They terrified him. The first photo could have been the byproduct of some kind of mechanical accident. But the second guy, he looked like he'd been attacked by an animal. What the hell could have done that to a man? Rob sent a message back to Anton. Vehicle of destruction. These are real? Anton Taylor 087. Yeah. Vehicle of destruction. Are you sure? Anton Taylor 087. Yeah, I'm sure. Vehicle of destruction. What the hell happened to these guys? Anton Taylor 087. No one knows. Vehicle of destruction. Was it like an animal attack or something? Anton Taylor 087. The coroner's report was inconclusive. Rob deleted the photographs. He didn't want to look at them anymore. He realized with a suddenness that come next week, he may actually be going into this place. Not the tunnels themselves, but close enough. Anton had said that the high school had been part of it. Vehicle of destruction. How was the high school involved? You said something about the high school. Anton Taylor, 087. Well, not involved, really. I'll tell you what I know. In 1967, the town decided that they wanted to build a subway system.